Hey traders, welcome to another global macro update. We'll be going over the two metals that we primarily look at. First, we're going to be looking at gold, and then we're going to be going and taking a deep dive into silver and the gold and silver ratio. So that's what's on the topic for today. Let's first look at the price action of gold. Also, if you do have any questions, drop them in the comment section and we will go over them throughout the video for this live session. So looking back at the weekly, we know this around $1,900 zone is the ideal retest zone for the higher low. We saw a massive impulsive push after we broke around 1,800, and this is the pullback. This is the higher low. This is the market breadth before we take that next leg up, in our opinion. And we saw that back in 2011, kind of fall of 2011. We saw this be the high of the bull market that kind of started in the early 2000s, 2001, 2002, all the way up until 2011. It was a decade-long bull run, which ended at $1,900, right around there. So the fact that we've broken above that and now held that as a higher low is very, very positive for the bulls. And then when we go on to a 4-hour chart, this green zone is going to be that $1,900 level. We see the price create a series of lower highs. This is a high, lower high, lower high, and then we see a break above the descending level of resistance, but we still do not see a market structure break. So that's why we like to look for double confirmation, not just with the descending zone breaking, but also with the horizontal zone breaking as well. So that 1975-ish zone is going to be a key level to see gold break, and that's overall going to be the analysis on gold. Very simple, very short, very to the point. You're looking for a strong impulsive push. If you're looking for a little bit more granular detail, you can go to a smaller time frame. Look for that quick impulse pullback where you're validating that previous resistance as a new level of support at around 1975. So that would be a good opportunity, and that would be, in my opinion, the highest point of dependability to enter long on gold. Now we're going to be looking at silver because silver has been doing exceptionally well, and I do expect it to continue to the upside. And we will touch on two different equities or ETFs really that are going to give you the option to gain exposure in gold and silver minor ETFs, because let's say you're not trading futures or CFDs. You may want to be looking at, or if you're trading on Robinhood, you can't really trade futures on it, so you will have to look at ETFs and whatnot. So let's first talk about silver. We see a nice symmetrical triangle right here. In the previous structure that we broke out of, very similar, right? We saw a symmetrical triangle. We're looking for a break-in retest of a key level of confluence. We see that right around the 1795 mark on silver in the previous market structure. And now we've already had that appear at around the 2755 zone is where we had that break-in retest. And now, in my opinion, it does look very bullish. If you don't have any investments or any positions in silver, obviously, it's your opinion, but I personally would think that it's a good idea to have some exposure in silver just because it does look very bullish, and we've been really seeing a strong trend for this particular asset. So overall, it does look very strong. We could be looking for a pullback and a validation of maybe around the $28 zone, but overall, it does look very bullish, and my overall bias for this upcoming week is long, is going to be bullish, is going to be the price of silver moving up. If it's not, probably not going to be making money because this is a trade that I've been looking out for a while, scoping out for a while, and it's finally looking like it is coming into fruition. So this is, I think, one of the significant trades of the week that we will be definitely going over throughout the week. So let's finally touch on the gold and silver ratio. We haven't touched on this for a while, so we do see a little bit of noise, but we did see some consolidation. We see a low, a higher low, higher low, higher low. So we saw a series of higher lows and lower highs, creating a symmetrical triangle on a bearish trend. So overall, we want to see silver appreciate at a greater rate than gold. So we are going to be looking at longing silver more than gold. So we do see Strong symmetrical triangle formation, while respected, breaks to the downside as well as breaking market structure, where you see a low, a low, a low, a low hold, all at that 71 range, where you can get 71 ounces of silver for 1 ounce of gold. So what we're seeing right now is a break of that $70 zone in a series of lower highs and lower lows. And that's, in my opinion, going to be indicating another pretty significant capitulation to the downside, meaning that silver is going to appreciate at a greater rate than gold. Silver is, in my opinion, going to be very, very bullish within the next couple weeks here. And, the gold and silver ratio does provide further validation of that. Now, we do have two ETFs that are going to give you exposure into either the gold miner ETF or the silver miner ETF. The first one is going to be GDX. This is for the gold, and you could do GDXJ for the juniors, and this is going to provide you exposure into the kind of metals sector, the gold and silver industry, if you are not trading in the CFDs or futures markets. In regards to silver, does look like it's breaking out of the descending triangle formation here as well. So this is SIL. This is the ETF that allows you to gain exposure in silver miner ETFs. So there are a few options there if you are trading on Robinhood, if you're investing through equities, whatever the case may be, those are your different options. So that's going to be it for the video here. Let's quickly look at the questions here. Joe says, HODL. I definitely agree in terms of the metals, the assets that we're talking about today. I do expect them to continue towards the upside, so overall I am going to say holding is a great opportunity in the near future. Someone speaking Spanish, don't really know that. So silver gonna shoot up in price, says Alex. Yes, so that is exactly what I'm stating, is I do think that silver will be moving to the upside for the next couple weeks. I think that silver has a high probability of appreciating even faster than gold. That's going to be my bias for this upcoming next couple weeks here. So thank you very much for watching. Don't really see any more comments coming in. Trying to keep them a little bit shorter, a little bit more condensed, so they're a little bit more digestible for viewers. And so kind of, make sure that people are keeping engaged, not for 2 hours, because sometimes we do videos for a lot longer. So we appreciate any feedback. We appreciate you watching. Hopefully you had a great weekend and having a great start to the week. And we wish you the very best and stay safe. Until next time, have a good one.